Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today, the 2024 Mercedes AMG GLC. As we continue this trend of moving away from V8s, V6s, and V10s, Mercedes joins this ever-growing cult following. But by cult following, wouldn't do it justice. Because even though automakers move towards similar power outputs, do people really want a high-strained, smaller engine? High horsepower out of a 3-cylinder like the GR Corolla? Personally, no. So after the Mercedes AMG C63 SE Performance, it was only a matter of time before these turbo 4-cylinder engines made their way into AMG. The entry-level AMG GLC 43 gets a gas-powered engine, but not just any. A 2-liter MI39 4-cylinder, good for 416 horsepower and 369 foot-pounds of torque. And yes, that torque number is down compared to the old GLC 43's 3-liter V6, but gains 43 horsepower over that old motor. All-wheel drive is standard and will propel this SUV to 60 in just 4.7 seconds. And although the GLC 43 is the more attainable AMG, it's nothing compared to its big boy Benz. You get the same MI39 engine as the 43, but here they add an electric motor. The result is 671 horsepower and 752 foot-pounds of torque. And compared to the old twin-turbo V8, that's 168 horsepower and 236 foot-pounds of torque, respectively more. This hybrid is fed by a 400-volt battery pack from Mercedes AMG Formula One team. The AMG 63 SE Performance can also split power from a 50-50 power output to up to 100% to the rear wheels. 6-piston calipers clamp down on 15.4-inch ventilated and cross-drilled rotors up front and a single floating piston caliper in back. And both cars use a 9-speed automatic transmission. I'll bet the AMG uses a wet clutch in place of the traditional torque converter. The 201 horsepower electric motor can power the car depending on conditions for short distances, but its primary role is to rocket the 63 SE Performance to 60 in just 3.4 seconds with a top speed of 174 miles an hour. On the inside, it's a lot of the same AMG branded steering wheel, leather and Alcantara, AMG pages inside the M-Box infotainment system, dual screen setup, switchgear, and the rest is just about standard GLC models. Mercedes does offer an AMG-specific Super Sport style for the infotainment, which lays out driver information in a vertical format for such things like suspension and the trans settings, along with an optional heads-up display. Pricing for this AMG GLC are not yet revealed and should be available by the end of the third quarter of 2023. The GLC 63 SE Performance won't be available until 2025, so info on pricing and EPA numbers will have to wait just a little bit longer. My overall take is I am very disappointed that we no longer get a V8 and that we are subject to just a blown twin-turbo 4-cylinder. Personally, not a big fan. I would prefer at least a V6, V8 if we have options. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and let me know what you think of Mercedes and these hopped up 4-cylinder engines and leaving behind the V6, V8 options. As always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.